The wheel retraction was historically quite cumbersome and quite slow, but the wheels are now stored here up under the engines. Forward to get the tail up for takeoff, to get the airspeed up as soon as possible, and then you saw him gently pull back and rotate the aeroplane into the air, and you've got a real feel of the sight and sound of one of these vintage aeroplanes. So he'll be positioning very shortly for his display, showing us what the C-47 Dakota was capable of, its manoeuvrability. And while he's doing that, we say a big thank you to Angus and Chris, just walking back from their display in the stomp for their well-earned break. A big thank you to them once again. So get your cameras at the ready, your finger-clicking fingers and eyes to the skies as we enjoy the C-47. And from that view you can appreciate the unique shape of the C-47's wing that gives it all that lift, and the power of those Pratt & Whitney engines, the 1200 horses. There's a wonderful profile of the C-47 as it comes round, and that shape of wing gives the aeroplane its capability to lift the weight that it did when required in wartime. And I am privileged to say I have flown this aeroplane when I was test pilot with Airfix many years ago. C-47 could be configured to carry light armaments, jeeps, personnel, ammunition, and the aircraft was used commonly on the Berlin airlift at the end of the Second World War and the Dutch blockade of 1945, where the Germans tried to starve the population through lack of supply, and the C-47 was employed with the Lancaster, which we're seeing later, in vital food supply drops. Look at this lovely shot now. Get those cameras ready. Could be refigured very quickly, from seating to medivac for stretchers, for parachutists, with the large side door on the left hand side with ramps. Jeeps could be fed into the aircraft, famously known for carrying coal as well in the Berlin airlift. Andrew Dixon, one of our most experienced C-47 pilots in the United Kingdom, not very many flying these days. He has the pole position as the pilot of this. This is still American registered, this C-47. Sadly, when used in Operation Market Garden, several of these C-47s were shot down by enemy fire, and little pilots could do to recover a large aircraft like this with an engine failure or two. So we salute the pilots of that historic age who flew these aircraft in Operation. Here's a wonderful shot coming straight at us.
You sound like paparazzi, Neo. That's fucking good, man.